The other bit of news I wanted to cover from this week is Renee Young. It was announced the other day that she is looking to be leaving WWE. SummerSlam is probably going to be her last date with the company, and she is moving on to other things. Now, Renee Young is someone who I think is an incredible talent. She's an incredible talent in WWE, and someone that I don't think they've utilized her to her best. Like when she was doing backstage interviews, I thought she was pretty good. She was good in that role. She was good on commentary early doors, but I think they overproduced her and just sort of turned her into a soundboard as opposed to an actual commentator with opinions. But the best work she did was talking smack. Like her and Brian was so good on that show. And that Talking Smack show elevated that SmackDown brand like you wouldn't believe. Like it made it, in some cases, often Talking Smack was more important than watching SmackDown. Like it was down to the hard work of Renee Young making that work.
And even when she did the pre-show panels, I think she elevated it where she made it seem and feel more important. Like if you're about to watch a big award show and you're watching, E-News, like that's the source. Like that is how big and important it felt when she was hosting the pre-show panels. But here's the thing about Renee Young, and this is what I'm so thankful for, is that we all know she's great and all of that. But one of the things that she brought to the table that really wasn't seen is that she brought personality to the host, to the interviewer. For a very long time, we were seeing a lot of females that were called robotic. They were just, reciting lines, and that's about it. Very, very crisp, very, very polished type of hosting. And with Renee Young, she brought this natural charisma, this girl next door vibe that she seems very approachable and just like an easy person to talk to. And she came across that way on camera. And so I think she set a new standard for what the future of WWE announcers and interviewers should be like. And I mean, there's people like Kayla Braxton who also have that natural, like, I'm bubbly and this is how I'm going to say things. And I think that Renee Young was the one that sort of started that off and brought it and is raising it up to the next level. And so I think that now whoever gets put in that situation has a very they have some big shoes to fill for sure, but I think that she definitely set a new standard, and I'm excited to see what she's going to do next. I honestly feel like she already had one foot out of WWE from the beginning, from recent times, and who knows what that moment was that sort of made her officially say, okay, I'm out. But I do think that she is just so capable of so much more. And there's so many opportunities that she can do. She can do sports. She can do entertainment. She has her cooking book. Who knows, cooking shows, whatever it is that she might want to do, the opportunity is there.
Yeah, there is a big wide world out there for someone like Renee Young, because she has got everything. She's got absolutely everything you would want from a broadcaster, as you said. I think what made her so great in WWE and what really endeared fans to her is that she's so clearly a fan. And that really comes across. It came across when she was doing interviews. It came across on Talking Smack. Came across, as you said, on the pre-show, that she loves wrestling and she loves being a part of wrestling. And as a fan, that makes you it just really endeared all of us to her. And couple that with a fantastic personality and a brilliant presenting style, that is easily transferable across to other sports. And she has got a sports journalistic background. So she is got so many, there are open doors waiting for her around this. I know a lot of people are going to be, straight over to AEW because we do live in this wrestling bubble where if you are in a wrestling product, you just go to the other wrestling products. But I think Renee it almost feels like I don't want wrestling to hold her back. I just think that she's got so many opportunities there. Cookbooks, as you mentioned, there's a lot on the table for Renee.
I think so too. And I definitely don't see her going to AEW. I know that's what you said. We're all living in this bubble if she might stay in wrestling. I don't see it. I think she's definitely going to branch out and do something different. And I'm glad you mentioned too the fact that she had the journalistic background, because I feel like that was another thing that she added. It wasn't just a pretty girl modeling experience. No, she has legit experience. And now that should definitely be a prerequisite for future hires.